Good morning, good afternoon. God damn it.
Hi, Ian.
Hi. Shouts out Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn, if you can just send us a big soundboard of all your tit references. Bro, I don't know how to do that, but I'll tell you what, there was this guy one time.
Not sure what a soundboard is, but
There was this guy, and he told me he sounded bored. And I thought that's what the soundboard was. I would tell people all the time. I was like, man, I sound bored. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of SuperSour. And what a unique way to start this episode of SuperSour for what it is. Before we get into everything we have going on today, guys, at the top of the episode, we just want to remind you, please help us out and tie-dye those buttons down below. But more specifically, just give us a like and subscribe. It's easy, it's free, it's one click away, and you help support a local podcast that's just trying to build from the bottom up. And we appreciate you for that. You want to get fancy with it, you can even leave a comment or anything, but just like and subscribe, become part of the Sour Society. Now today, we have a special episode of What the Fuck is Going On? This is a really big day of what the fuck is going on because we started today, and if you didn't know, daylight savings time was supposed to be no more, kaput, over. But then,
I think we might have talked about that in a previous episode, how they took that out.
We for sure did, which is why it was so ingrained in my brain that I was like, I know this is a thing that happened and that we're not supposed to have anymore. We're not supposed to have this. And today I wake up and I say, I look at my phone, it says 7:30. I go, there's no way I feel this rested when we went to bed at like 12:30 last night. And I come out here, I check the stove clock, the old stove and microwave clocks that don't change over. What's with that future electronics? What's with that GE? Like, why is it that every other electronic in the world can change over time for daylight savings, but they're still like new and improved microwaves that can basically flash food you like the Spy Kids, but yet it can't change over the daylight savings.
They probably do now, though. I feel like those ones with the TVs in them, there's no way the times on those don't.
You're right.
Change.
You're right. I'm thinking of like more of my pay grade.
Like
people
we have modern stoves.
We have $60 microwave. So
yeah, it's
which
not
is big baller stuff for us. But.
Yeah, it's not modern. It's just modern.
Yeah, it looks modern. It ain't modern. It has the look of a modern microwave from 2005, and same for our stove. Yeah, good stuff. When you just put, what is that material? Metal? Or what is
plastic?
Is that plastic?
I thought you were
like, shut up.
I thought you were talking about what's on our stove.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Inside SuperSour reference when I burned our air fryer on our stove. Don't try and cook air fryers on a stove, everybody. No, what's our refrigerator material made out of? What is that? Like
stainless steel.
Stainless steel. Yeah. You put stainless steel on anything, and it makes it's modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate it.
It is stain full.
Yeah.
You stain that.
Yeah, that name is bull. Whoop, bleep me. And but we look at the stove clock, and of course, what does it say? It's an hour before the time. Like it's an hour after the time. And it says it's 9 in the morning, and it says the stove says it's 10. Okay, so here's the thing. I was very acceptable for what this was. For when they put this through, they were like, yeah, that's no more. We're done with that. I was upset at first. Because I love when it gets dark early on. I love that. I don't mind it at all. I don't care about the morning time, dark or later, bright earlier. I don't give a shit. The nighttime is where I'm like, I prefer it to be dark. I like nighttime.
It's funny because he's such a morning person. Like, in
Correct.
comparison.
Correct. Well, that's what I'm saying. Either way, whichever way it goes in the morning, it's fine. I'll still be a morning person. That's not going to change. But to make me more of a night person, I hate when it's nighttime at 8:30 p.m. It's ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I got over it. Literally, I just like conformed to the system and just was like, this is it. This is literally, if this is something they want to do to control me, I mean, hey, whatever, have at it, because I'm not going to throw a fit and make them know that they got me. But I got over it. And then I wake up today and everybody's like, you know, if you're a normal person, you go, hell yeah, hour gained, baby, +1. But instead, I woke up and chose rage. I was like, this is bullshit. Like, how are you going to tell me that? How are you not going to make a big deal about this anywhere? Like, I may not be on the news or anything like that, but I check Facebook. I check Instagram. I check things that have news sources on them. I watch podcasts. Not a single person talked about
podcasts.
Reese had to be the one to tell me. She goes like, you know what? It's a little bit, I'm blaming Reese too. She goes like this. She goes, oh, that's right. My coworker told me on Friday that they're not doing that
anymore. It was
more.
that like shitty coworker that I don't like though.
Oh, shouts out. So didn't relay it to me because she forgot the shitty coworker's words, and I woke up to very big confusion because I was like, am I tripping? Are our phones tripping? Like, who be tripping here? Like, I don't know. The government be tripping. Because now the government's just going to have this bill in there, apparently, where they every once in a while probably look it over and be like, should we do the canceling of that? And then, you know, probably some 2 small towns are going to make a big enough petition to say no for whatever reason. The stars or whatever, tides, fucking, I don't know, racism. I don't know.
Racism is going to stop us from...
The streets can't be dark earlier. You give them the advantage. It for racist people, like 6 p.m. darkness is like the purge for them. Daddy, why do we do this so early now? Well, son, we can't just lock down like normal anymore. It's too early in the day. Look out that window. What do you see? Darkness. Exactly. Reese, do you care or not care that this happened? That we still are falling back and springing forward?
I really liked, like, right off the bat, I was so excited that they were taking it away. See, Joe started off not really being happy about it. I was like, bro, I'm so happy to not have to care about that, you know, because that's just something I don't want to think about. I don't want to think, oh, man, my car time is going to be off, because I'm not going to change it. It's going to be off until whatever the next time, you know, changes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not going to fix that. I'm also, Joe will probably do this, but I would not fix the stove. It would be flashing, you know, an hour ahead of us, and I would just, you know, go throughout my day knowing that that is an hour ahead, and I would just remember.
And I want to point out that the only reason that I would fix the stove is because of the flashing. Otherwise, like the microwave, for example, stays on 000 because it doesn't flash. It just stays on 3 zeros. Not a problem. I don't care.
The flashing is what gets you?
The flashing is what gets me. I might have epilepsy. I might have acute epilepsy. Yeah. You know what? I like to keep it. I hate that the phones do it because I like to keep it like for example right now, like I would love to keep it to my clock says it's like 11 when it's actually 10, because then you get to look at it and you go, fuck, oh, it's not 11, let's go. Like you get to have this moment of like, I'm not late, let's go, baby. You feel better about yourself, you know.
See, I get pretty.
If you do that,
yeah, I go so quick. Like my brain just clicks to it so quick. It's like I immediately am like, no, I know the time. I know that's not right. Because, like, so many years I do that. I never change the time on anything, ever, my entire life, you know? Like, any cars I've had, never had the right time on it, except, you know, at one point during the year.
Like, about every 6 to 8 months in the year, it's the right time. What do you want? 6 to 8 months of the year, I'm doing good. I'm doing good on time. Let's talk about what's going on today, right? So, what the fuck is going on? This is one of our segments that we love to do here, where we go over some of the news articles and things that we found that are wild that we just need to talk about because we need to know what's going on here. And that's really the big question. So screw NPR, screw CNN, screw NBC News, screw Alex Jones, screw all of those guys, except the Daily Show. And but
That's a good show.
That's a good show. Shouts out. And you come to us for the real news. When you really want to know what's going on, like there's things going on with Russia and Ukraine, and there's things going on with the economy, and the election's coming up soon. And when you think that's the big news, but it's not. So if you want to dig deeper and find the real news, you find it here. Like such, where there's this chiropractor, and you hear a lot about these guys. They're big now on TikTok and YouTube. They finally, because it's just like with anything, it's so weird. Like, bubble popping, all that ASMR shit. Like, chiropractor work was just like this nice medical field, and now it's also become this thing of like, oh, that's soothing to hear, which psychopaths.
I don't like that. That's
psychopaths.
Insane.
Yeah.
You're insane. If you watch videos specifically about bone cracking, that's
Tom
insane.
Segura.
Oh, yeah. Well, he kills people.
Yeah, yeah. Where are the bodies, Tom? I like how you're putting all this. I feel like you're putting this on Garth right now, and that's good. That's a good, segue.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. We love you, but we know.
Yeah, Christina, blink twice into the camera heavily if you're not okay. Tom, we love you, bud, but you got to be a little bit more,
Yeah. Try to hide it a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I never thought I would see a dog chiropractor. I just think I think this is So let me put it. We have a video of this, and when I see a dog chiropractor, I'm like, oh, so I'm about to watch a video of a murder. But I want to play this through, and then I want to get Reese's opinion on this, being a vet tech that she was, and all the knowledge that she brings to animals. So if you go ahead and play this. We've got this guy here who looks like basically every new high school teacher, every new high school geography and math teacher. This is what they all look like: sleeve tattoos, bald, and some type of facial hair.
Mine did not look like that.
No, what nowadays is what they look like.
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. Like, come on, you
that's
watch TikTok.
Dope.
It is dope. I don't trust them to be cracking my dog's back. So let's see let's see how this guy does. He's got this beautiful Rottweiler who's just panting, probably scared that this man's manhandling his head. Let's see.
It's his dog, though, right?
I'd probably. Oh yeah. Okay. Dog super. Oh, he's like German or Dutch?
Yeah, German, I think.
Makes sense.
Could be Dutch, actually. Yeah, that's good.
Hey, the dog's like, you almost killed me, bro.
Yeah, I think that's Dutch.
Okay, so is this needed? Like, why is he doing this? What's going on here?
Honestly, this has been a thing for a while. People have been studying, like,
a while?
Yeah, like dog chiropractic, like, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of dogs in their senior age, like, I'm 100% for this. That said, obviously people like us aren't going to be able to get that for our dogs because we can't get a chiropractor for ourselves.
What is the benefit besides scaring the shit out of the owner of this? Like, what's the...
Because dogs have incredibly tight, like, they get stressed, essentially. They're constantly under stress, especially if you have, like, a dog that gets nervous when you leave or anything. Think about all that stress just bottling up. And your body, right? You get that tension right there. Obviously, dogs get that, too. Same thing. So, when you crack their necks, they feel way better.
I just thought their necks were so sensitive that like baby necks, like if you went it would just kill them. Like
no.
Wow, they got strong necks.
They have the same bones we do. They got the same stuff, just different shape.
Wow, same, but different. But still same.
Still same.
Wow. Yeah. You know what? Then I've changed my mind on this entirely. I think this is great. Then that this is a service for dogs that can.
I mean, dogs technically have the same doctors that we do. Like if there's a brain doctor for a dog, just like there's a brain doctor for us.
Yeah.
Colon doctor for dog. Colon doctor for us. So
So what you're telling me is that I'm a dog.
We're all dogs.
Men are dogs. That's what they say.
They got therapy for dogs.
I got therapy for people. Wait, what? Therapy for dogs? What do you? No.
They do.
But that's not real, though.
They do, yeah.
That's.
I don't know if I believe in that. I think it's nice. I mean, I think it's a nice babysitting for your dog if you have thousands of dollars to just give to an actual therapist.
They just got these vicious, brutal, abused dogs, and it's just some woman. It's okay, like with torn apart arm and shit, just taking care of them for 8 hours as these dogs viciously maul her and everything in her house. It's okay. It's part of the therapy process. Right now, we're in the recovery. Recovery takes about 8 to 9 months. If your dog needs therapy, go to betterhelp.com/SuperSour.
No, but actually, if you do have a dog,
You can go to.
please go to BarkBox. We have a link in our description. I'm not going to say just go to BarkBox.com because we can get you a cool deal if you go down to the description. You can get, there's a couple different deals. I don't know what I'll put in this one, but we'll see. It's a good deal, though. Also, our past videos, if you don't like that deal, we got deals down in those descriptions, too. Yeah. It's a great thing. You know, they do once a month. You know, you get a whole box of cool toys, sometimes dental treats. It's awesome. I know our dog Crypto, he loves his toys that he gets. I mean, he's got a whole toy box full of BarkBox toys.
Guys, you should be going to BarkBox no matter what, but you should go to BarkBox with our code and our links so that way you can get your pet that extra special something. Give him a little extra special something. Make him feel a little. Show him the box and then go, but that's not all. I also got you this. BarkBox. SuperSour. In a victorious news article for the boys and the gals, for all you SuperSour boys and SuperSour Sallies out there, if you will, Tumblr has recanted on their horrible mistakes of getting rid of nudity and will now be bringing back porn to Tumblr. Don't click away too fast. I know everybody's like, oh, download. Listen, we did it too. I don't know when it's coming back. We have the article here, but they are saying that it's due to Twitter being bought by Elon Musk. They're not connected per se, but they're saying that is the reason why they're going to go back on it, considering that they're going to allow all kinds of crazy stuff now. So Tumblr's just trying to stay a part of that. And as I heard before, Tumblr only really went along with that because Twitter was doing such hard censoring and monetizing of everybody's or monitoring of everybody's posts and nudity and things like that. And although Twitter was still able to get away with most porn and whatnot, it wasn't a lot. And now Tumblr is back with a vengeance. So what's Reese, tell me why and what's happening here?
One interesting thing that the people of Tumblr actually said was, today, this is a quote, by the way.
Okay.
We're taking the next step. We now welcome a broader range of expression, creativity, and art on Tumblr, including content depicting the human form.
Yeah.
Yes, that includes the naked human form. So
Suck
basically, there's an option, a setting that you can go to where you can change that so that you can either yes or no.
Oh, big yes.
On that. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be like an age thing. You got to like have your age verified on there or something.
Yes, I am 18.
Yeah, basically.
Breaks phone hitting yes, I am 18.
Yeah, and it definitely seems like with the whole Twitter thing with the Elon, they just have to keep up with the times. Like they realized they lost so many. I had 6 accounts on Tumblr, all of which had, well, at least 3 were very popular. They had like thousands of followers on them, and those were my porn blogs. Those had the most followers always. You know, like they're missing out.
Guys,
missing out on people.
If you didn't know, by the way, like if you're somebody who maybe didn't know anything about this and maybe you've used Tumblr in the past or maybe you don't use Tumblr at all and you just didn't know, now you know. Tumblr is like the go-to place. Like people who love free porn, there's free porn sites everywhere, but people who love porn, they'll be the first to tell you like, oh, well, man, Tumblr's the best. Like I have a whole, girls, that's the thing. So many girls will be like, well, I had a bunch of pages. Like they'll look around and be like, don't tell anybody, but I used to have a bunch of Tumblr pages with a ton of porn. It's never with their news though. That's what you want to hear. You want to be like, did you post it? They're always like, no. I would share other girls' nudes, and you'd be like, nice. What are these Tumblr pages called?
They're gone.
They're gone, but they'll be back. No.
I think I had one that was called, oh my god, it was some sort of play on words with boobs in black and white. That was a great one. That was my favorite, and it always got the most.
Yeah. Well, happy day. There's nothing really more to that article than, right? Just exactly why they're...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's very long, but it thoroughly explains the concept that we just talked about with the whole Twitter. They got to keep up with the times.
Yeah, because the thing of the times is that, like, the censoring of, like, online stuff is starting to take a huge turn right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what the fucking... There's, like, it's like a thing in the government where they watch over, like, internet security and shit like that. So head on over to Tumblr, make yourself an account, and get spanking. Now, back to finding out again what the fuck is going on. Reese, Katy Perry was at a concert looking, may I say, amazing. Can I say that? She looks great.
Kind of weird.
Looks weird. She's
got, dress is weird.
Modern day Madonna, if I may. Modern day Madonna looking. She's always doing weird things with her tits.
Yeah.
Which, rock and roll. You're a big fan of tits.
I do like tits.
You can appreciate that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
she got a nice set of cans.
She's got a nice set of yam candy. Yeah, what was yam candies? Got a couple of marshmallow pillows over there. She got stupid. Katy Perry was at this concert, looking great, looking Madonna-esque, and then she had a malfunction, if you will, but not the malfunction that you all might be like excited for.
Yeah.
Reese, let's see what just happened. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. No big deal. Just gonna keep staring. I'm good. So, like, okay. Pause it. So Katy Perry's, if you're just listening, she's just standing there, and then she's clearly just finished a song or something, and she's staring off into, I don't know, another camera, a light, a something, doing a dramatic, and her right eye just, whoop, it just done for the night, and then without making any other movements or anything, just and it pops open, and then it shuts. She's like, I got it. Oh nope, shut again, and then she goes, and then she rubs her temple again, taps it a couple times, gets it back open. Doesn't say a word about it, doesn't laugh it off, just tells everybody, make more noise for her band. As if to say, don't worry about what just happened, folks. Move along. But that's not what happens. Because we saw that shit. Explain yourself, Katy Perry.
I know you're a fucking lizard.
A lizard, people are saying a robot, but hey, she could be a malfunctioning lizard, losing her form. Mm-hmm. Listen, Katy Perry, we don't want to have to put these...
She's got that second eyelid going.
Right.
And,
now... We don't have to put these evils on you, but, when you just don't explain some wackadoo shit like that...
It's wild.
You have to address that. Has she addressed that? Do you know?
She doesn't address anything.
Of course not.
But, I think at one point she did say that everybody talking about her being a lizard was rude or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, well, excuse us for you exhibiting very lizard-like behavior.
Yeah.
Excuse us for... being confused why you're bathing on rocks in the sun all the time.
Yep.
Excuse us for wondering why you have a giant fly exhibit in your mansion.
Yeah.
It's like this big glass walled-in thing. We'll put
maybe quit shedding everywhere. The skin shedding is just wild.
It's wild. And then, of course, on camera, you're just blinking 4 eyes all at once with one blink.
Jesus.
And then you call us rude?
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you? You think we're ignorant. That's what she thinks. Calling us ignorant?
Fucking lizard people. Always so rude.
Unreal. Well, we don't know what the fuck's going on with that because Katy Perry don't want to talk about it. So, yeah, man. What the fuck's... Aaron Carter died. What the fuck is going on? So, Aaron Carter dies at 34. He was supposed to go on a small tour or do a one concert thing with the Backstreet Boys because the Backstreet's back. All right. No, seriously, guys. We need to... Let's be serious. Aaron Carter, who I mostly have seen recently from his, I believe it was it's like a celebrity family rehab show that was on that the Bonfire was making fun of, but that was like a couple years ago, I
Oh
believe.
yeah.
And then I've seen him even more recently on like No Jumper, complaining about people's fake jewelry and his jewelry being the best and yada yada. He's just still a weirdo. And then obviously the things that he would allude to of how he definitely was like molested as a teenager, but he doesn't like admit to it. He's like, no, but like nothing happened. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, buddy.
No, I just slept in the same bed as him. Like he just
It's
cared about me a lot.
literally-
Like I had nightmares, so you know.
I feel bad talking bad on the guy, but he was just so like he just didn't want to admit anything that's going on. So, November 5th, 2022, Aaron Carter is found dead in his bathtub in his probably like one of many mansions. And so the report is that he drowned in his bathtub. I didn't know. Maybe he forgot his what are those the water booties that you put on the arms, the water waders. I don't. So, Reese, he did not drown in his bathtub. Come on.
Yeah, that was drug
He's a
overdose.
34-year-old in
That
shape
was
man.
100% drug overdose. Like, in my opinion, he just, he did some drugs, probably.
He sniffed my butt. He scared that shit.
He's like, Go
ahead.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it was a drug overdose. I feel like he probably was drinking too at the time. I mean, we'll know once the blood comes back and everything, I'm sure. I'm sure he was drinking, doing like, I don't know, fucking some type of drug. And then maybe he just fell asleep in the bathtub,
Yeah, I mean, how big is that? I mean, you got to imagine.
Probably huge.
Yeah, see, that's why y'all can't be having those swimming pool bathtubs.
Yeah.
You rich people, you need to chill out. I think all you're going to, here's the thing, if you're just a normal rich person, you can have them. But if you think about it next time, if you're sober right now and you do drugs heavily as a rich person, maybe take a look at your bathtub. Check how big it is, how deep it goes. Don't make it so that you can't fall down and pass out into it.
Yeah.
So, but there's been no update to his report at all. Right now, they're still just saying that my man went into the deep end of his pool, of his bathtub.
Yeah.
Report said that he was throwing rings into the bathtub and he couldn't find them. Report said that the drain opened up and his butt got stuck. His mom said that Aaron Carter shouldn't have had an Olympic-sized swimming pool as a bathtub, but Aaron Carter said, "Fuck you, Mom. I want candy."
I want candy.
Rest in peace, Aaron Carter.
Yeah. R.I.P. dog.
Yeah. I have a theory that he was murdered, but, maybe that's another day for check out in the future Reese's Conspiracies. Or maybe we talk a little bit more about Katy Perry and Aaron Carter and what the fuck's going on with them.
Yeah, check out. We'll dive deep into his blood analysis reports and all of that and try to figure this out.
Good. Somebody needs to.
Yeah.
Good. Let's hit up our last article. So this is truly the meaning of what is this? But what the fuck is going on? World's dirtiest man dies. And that sounds pretty obvious.
Gross.
So for our last segment, I'm going to go ahead and take over the computer control as Reese cannot even stare at our man of the hour. World's dirtiest man, Amu Haji, dies after his first wash in 60 years. An Iranian hermit nicknamed the world's dirtiest man. He was nicknamed that? Yeah, no shit. Didn't have to dig deep for that one. Not taking a shower for more than... Hey, what's up with that nickname? How they were like, we could call him Stinky, we can call him Poop, but we can call him anything but we just say... How's that the nickname you came up with? The world's dirtiest man. All right. That's a burn. And because they don't know anybody. Like, they don't even really know what the rest of the world is like, but they're just assuming he smells the worst. World's dirtiest man for not taking a shower for more than half a century has died at the healthy old age of 94. That's extremely wild. State media has reported. Always fun to read that last part. What is this? Irna? Is that the area? Irna? IRNA. Irna News Agency reported that Amu Haji, an endearing nickname for an elderly person, died on Sunday in the village of Dejga in the southern province of Fars. Okay, that's all right. Nice. I think I pronounced those pretty well. I'm proud of myself. Haji covered. Oh, ugh. Yeah, they're showing. We'll put the pictures up as I read this part. Haji, covered in soot and living in a cinder block shack, was reported by local media not to have bathed with water or soap in more than 60 years. Villagers said he had experienced emotional setbacks in his youth that led him to refuse to wash. My man got baptized and was like, "This sucks. I hate this. I'm never doing this again." His emotional setback was like, "You need to go bathe." No, go bathe now. Traumatized. What emotional setback would? I mean, I couldn't even imagine what.
Well, it could be that though. Like we were just talking about PTSD and how it's different for everybody. That could have been it. Like you just lightly scold your child, and that could be that PTSD.
In 2014, the Tehran. I'm going to say Tehran.
The news people.
There we go. In 2014, the news people reported that Haji would eat roadkill, smoke a pipe filled with animal excrement, and believed that cleanliness would make him ill. Photos showed him smoking multiple cigarettes at once. Yeah, you would think that like they're making this shit up about him, but they do have the photo. Again, we will show these photos. They do have the photos of him doing these things.
I'll put one in there. I don't want to put.
I'll put more in there. Put more of them in there, guys. I got you.
Maybe two.
There's a couple of them that need to go in there.
I don't want to put more.
That's what I'm saying. It's like but a few months ago, villagers had persuaded him to wash for the first time. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they tried every single day. I'm sure they were like, he's just walking by and they're like holding up, like they're rigging buckets with like soap water and they're like, they just kept missing and shit.
And he just keeps picking up their dog shit and smoking it.
We need to. This show's gonna get taken from us. Yeah, I know, right? That's why they're doing it too. This needs to be a cartoon short or something. The world's dirtiest man and the village that tries to bathe him but can't seem to do it every day. And every day is a new episode where they're just trying to do some wackadoo shit to try to get him to bathe because they can't just convince him. Like the first episode is them just the village smells like ass and they can't figure out why. And then they just see the trail of this dude leaving the village and they're like, it's him. And then but they can't. He only comes to the village like every other day. And he comes to the village and on those days they convince him. They're like, hey man, they're talking to him like, hey man, like you stink. And he's like, oh dude, if I bathe, I'll die. And they're like, that's so not true. Like that's not what's gonna happen.
Can you imagine smelling burnt dog shit?
Ooh. That one did actually hit me in the back of the throat a little bit, but yeah, you know, I'm telling you, this is a show. This is a cartoon show. This is hilarious, except the part where he dies at the end when he bathes.
He finally bathes.
The news place reported that after Haji's death, the unofficial record would go to an Indian man who has also had not bathed for much of his life. So. Don't worry, guys. Although this man has passed, although Haji has passed, there is another man to take his place. I mean, again, I couldn't imagine what emotional setbacks would make you just go, I'm going to smoke shit, and I'm going to smoke multiple cigarettes, and make sure I'm as filthy as I can possibly be, because if I bathe, I might die. In 2009, the Hindustan Times reported that, another guy from a village outside the holy city of another place had not washed for more than 30 years in an attempt to help in all the problems confronting the nation. To help end all the problems confronting the nation, I see.
So, did it work? Did it help? No, it didn't.
I think maybe
because that's not how things work.
I think maybe if that man went to some like a UN meetings or something like that, they'd be like, okay, whatever you. Yes, world peace. Oh my God. He would reject water in favor of what he called a fire bath every evening as villagers gather. Kalua. Lights a bonfire, smokes marijuana, and stands on one leg praying to a Lord Shiva. The paper said. Singe, I guess that's the new guy. That's the new smelly guy. Was reported to have said. It's just like using water to take a bath. Fire bath helps kill all the germs and infecting in the body. and infections.
That's not how that works.
That's not how any of this works. Please, we
Just 15 minutes.
I saved more than that in half the time.
I'd unfriend you.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
15 minutes for a quote isn't...
Guys, that's the most important news that's going on right now. That's what you need to know, and I'm glad we could bring it to you. Don't forget to use our link in description. Check out the show notes below to see our BarkBox link, and use our BarkBox link to get extra stuff for your adorable pets, your adorable puppy. Don't forget to check out our social media, SuperSourjir, all social medias, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the goodies. SuperSour Podcast on, why do I always stumble on that one? Spotify and SoundCloud. Go to our Patreon, $3 a month for beginning, where we have content up there now and continued content planned for next couple weeks. And it's building up.
Oh, yeah.
Uncensored content, guys. Fun stuff. Yeah, it's been fun. You had fun?
I have.
I'm glad we covered all this shit. We needed to figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry you had to see that about the dirty
I
man.
didn't like that. I don't
No.
like that.
Well,
I'm gonna take a shower.
we'll see you guys on the next episode of Super Sour Podcast. Cheers.